So thank you all for coming. I work at the Schumacher Center for New Economics, which is in Egremont, actually, and I work in the Berkshires program. And so Berkshires is the sponsor of this program, and we're working in close partnership with Berkshire Community College and with the Mass Small Business Development Center. So both organizations have been great and really helpful in getting this going. This is our second year. We ran a smaller version. There were not this many people in the room last year, last winter, so we're really happy to be doing it again and have all of you involved. Well, first of all, I wanted to thank all of our sponsors. So I already mentioned Mass Small Business Development Center and Berkshire Community College, but we have a ton of sponsors for this program who made it possible by giving grants so that we could cover time and costs for this program. So you can see them all on the front page, and we couldn't have done it without them. On the second page, you'll see the table of contents and the course outline. So that's our schedule. So this is 10 class periods, including our final class period where you're going to present your plans, okay? Every class period except for that last one is going to be in this room from 3 to 5 on a Tuesday afternoon. We have 2 breaks, one the week of February 16th and one the week of March 15th. So the February 16th one is the school vacation week for most of you, I think. And the March 15th is maybe Berkshire's, so private schools usually have their break then. So that'll give you some extra time to work on your plans. One of the things that makes this class really different from most classes is that we have many different teachers, and that's one of the coolest things about this class, I think. So many different business people from our community are going to come in and speak to you and teach different topics along the way. So you can see their names in here. And usually what we'll do, not today, but usually we'll have an hour where there's a presentation and questions and answers with your guest lecturer, and then an hour where you get to work on your own project, okay? So that'll mean there's also homework a little bit, and it depends on what your plan is, it depends on what you're thinking about, but you'll have to do some homework and then you'll have time in class also to work on your project. So I want you guys to come in ready to work in class in that second half. If you turn the page again, there's homework assignments that have not been filled out. I'm going to ask you to write them down as we go. And then if you look at that page 5, it says, what's the final product? What you guys probably already know is that this class is meant to help you write a business plan. So we're going to take you through the process of writing a business plan. And there's that kind of outline there, the executive summary, the business, the financial data. That's the outline that you're going to use for your business plan. And this page kind of tells you when the final draft is due, when the first draft is due. So the first draft of your business plan is due March 22nd, and the last draft on April 5th. And then on April 12th, you'll be presenting your plan to the public in a public forum, okay? So you're each going to get a couple minutes to talk about your business. And at that event, when you're presenting your plan, you're actually going to win 200 Berkshires as a prize. And you guys could use that to start you could use that as a small amount of money to start your business, or you could use it to, what did you do, Rachel, last year? Buy a ukulele?
No, I didn't end up doing that. Oh.
A lot of our students last year ended up buying ukuleles with their prize money. So you can use it for whatever you'd like, but it's Berkshires, so it's local currency. It can only be spent here in the Berkshires. And so at the last 2 paragraphs, you can see that this class is about writing a business plan, but it's not just about writing a business plan. You're going to be able to develop a lot of other skills as well. So writing a business plan is not really just like writing an essay at school. It involves a lot of research and going out and asking questions, kind of rethinking what you've been doing. It's not just like you can sit down, do your research, and then write your paper. You kind of have to keep asking questions and going back and maybe changing what you've written down. So it's like an iterative process. Things might change as you go. So you'll learn some of those skills. You'll also make a lot of connections with all of our presenters, our mentors, our advisors. And you'll also work on your writing skills and your presentation skills. So it's kind of, I'd like you to think of this as I don't know, not your regular school class, but it will take some writing and presenting skills. If you turn the page again, you'll see that we have a huge amount of great presenters and guest speakers, advisors who are here to help you. And this is another thing that you don't usually get with a regular class. You don't usually get such a huge wealth of advice and advisors. So a lot of these people are in the room today, and if they're not in the room today, you'll meet them along the way. Either they're going to come into our class to present or just to sit in, and so you can meet them. So I hope that you'll look at these people as people you can reach out to and ask questions. You can always ask me questions, and I might point you to the right person, because I might not have the answer. But you can also reach out to these people, and their contact info is in there. At the end, your business plans that you write down we're gonna actually send them out to a business plan review team, and you'll get feedback on them, and you'll get feedback on your presentations as well. So the last 3 pages in the packet are the worksheet. So this is basically the outline of what you're going to be using to write your business plan. So you can write notes on this, you can scribble on it, you can do whatever you want. In the end, you're going to type up a nice clean version of your business plan. But this is the general idea of how it's going to be structured. And we worked on with the Mass Small Business Development Center on this version of a worksheet, of a business plan outline. So that's what you have here in your packet, and I hope you'll use that to go back and refer to it. My contact info is in there. You probably have already gotten an email from me, but I'm at the top of the Meet the Team page if you need to get in touch with me. So we've already talked a little bit about what makes this class different from your regular class, and that's because we have so much community support, and it's kind of a different take on business planning from your normal business class, because we are involving so many community members. It's not like you're the sole entrepreneur who's going to take all this information and then turn it into your business and you're going to do it all by yourself. You're relying on all of these people, on your fellow students, on all these presenters, on all of the advisors to help you. So it's kind of it's like a community entrepreneurship, which is a little bit different from the way we usually look at business. So that's one thing that sets this class apart. Another thing is that you're going to present your businesses to the public. You're going to present your plans to the public. Often we take our business plans and it's like our secret, right? And this is my secret formula to having a successful business. So I'm asking you guys to be very public about it and present them so that everybody can kind of see what your ideas are. Because not everybody here is going to maybe go out and start their business as soon as they finish their plan, right? Some of you guys already have businesses. Some of you want to learn how to write a business plan, but you might not be ready to start the business. So what we're asking is that at the end of the course, if you're not going to start your business right away, if you aren't going to use it, but you want people to know about it, you let us share it on our website. So you let us share the business plan that you write as kind of like an idea that other people might take and run with. So that's up to you, but I would highly encourage that you share the business plan so other people can see the work that you've done and the great ideas that you've worked on. The last thing that kind of makes this class different is that we're not requiring you, but we're asking you to come up with business plans for businesses that are import replacing. Businesses, and I'm going to do a whole little lesson on import replacement in a second, but businesses that are making things here or doing things here in the Berkshires that are currently being imported from other places. So that's kind of the last element that sets this class, makes it a little bit different. So I'm going to start us off we're going to have Maddie Elling talk a little bit later about her business, which is an example of an import replacement business. But I'm going to start us off by talking about import replacement. And then we're going to take a little break and get some water and go to the bathroom, and then Maddie will present.